Hello and a warm welcome to the Align with Aline podcast. I'm delighted to introduce you to the wonderful Beatriz Carmena. Now, Beatriz was originally born in Spain, and with her passion and love for turtles and the environment and making the world a better place that we live in, she is now based in Mexico, offering beautiful volunteer experiences with ecotourism. And she's also now working with an incredible company where they are teaching the local community and the children all about the environment. And Beatriz, has come on today to share the space with us, to tell us her story and to tell us all about how to help the world the way she does and what all her passions are. So thank you so much, Beatriz, for being here.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. It's very nice what you said about me.
It's true. I only speak the truth. So it's incredible that you're here. Thank you so much. I mean, I've mentioned already how amazing you are, and I really would like everybody to meet you. So would you please tell us, for those who don't know who you are, how you discovered your passion for turtles and your passion for the environment?
Well,
Your story.
turtles for me when I was like little, it's something that I could only see in the television and in documentaries. No, I saw many videos of them coming, going, eating, whatever. No, and I thought that was something that was out of my life. No, something that I never will be able to see. And then when I was studying I did like my environmental engineer in Madrid. So suddenly I was looking for opportunities because I was like so into working with wildlife, animals, but yeah, like protecting, conserving it, and looking, this, I don't know, working on this manifestation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was really trying at the end. I don't know if it was destiny because I was not looking anything outside Spain. No, I was just looking for internships, and suddenly I went with an association that was Coahuunga Eco Project, that they were doing ecotourism here in Oaxaca with local groups protecting turtles, and I just asked them, no, I am a student, I want to do an internship, like, will you like me to stay there with you? And they say, yeah, let's have a meet, whatever, no? And
Amazing.
I arrived here in Mexico, being an student with, I was working with a turtle camp here in the coast of Oaxaca, where I am right now working.
You're based in Oaxaca, yes, yeah, and you have lots of different volunteer opportunities, which we'll come to in a minute. I just want to hear your story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in one of the turtles camp that I started is where I am working right now too,
Wonderful.
between among another programs, no? But yeah, like I felt like I was in a paradise. I was like reaching a dream, that I thought that I never was able to do something like that, no?
Well, I think
And
your passion and your enthusiasm, you put that out into the universe and it came straight back to you. And, it's for you, obviously.
yeah, I, ex- and well, at the end, when I stayed there, like the first time, I went a second time to do my thesis. I I made like 3 trips, and
Wow.
I understood that I needed to do something there, to work there, to live there, because it was like something connected with this place. Well, these places, because it's Oaxaca coast, many different communities. So yeah, that's more or less my story. How
That's
did I get here?
beautiful. That's so
And
gorgeous.
are, yeah.
So now you're in Waka. Now you followed your intuition, followed your dreams, and now you're working with the various communities. Can you explain to us what would be a typical day with a volunteering experience with the turtles, please?
Well, it's difficult to say how is a typical day because now that I get with 5 different communities, every day is almost different.
Wonderful,
No,
yeah.
the work with the turtles specifically, it's usually during the night. No, the turtles they nest during the night, so we have to protect them from poachers. Many times it's very difficult because here there are 2 beaches that are the most important beaches for the olive brittle sea turtle
The olive
because
ridleys, yeah.
uh, they nest more than 1 million turtles in each beach every year. They are the
Wow.
most powerful beaches for this species. So for that, many times there are so many turtles and they are many poachers as
And
well.
not enough
And we
volunteers, yeah.
not enough space to protect them,
Yeah.
not enough strong, no? So, well, the idea with the volunteers is starting to make these people understand how that there is other ways, no, to protect the turtles, like to work also for them to, but not exploiting them, no, because they think that there is no any income for them. They are only turtles and they only have to look for ways to survive, to maintain their families. And I really understand. But at
Sure.
the same time, it's like, here is people that is willing to be protecting them, to pay to see them, to have a
Mm.
guide. So it's
So it's
something that
educating the
it's getting.
poachers as well, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
We are doing that. In fact, many times that we go to the beach with the volunteers, we start talking with them and making them trying to understand what is the situation of these animals. And they, at the end of the conversation, they always say, "Ah, yes, yeah, we have to change. No, we have to look for other ways." It's very
Oh,
amazing. Yeah.
amazing. And you've created that. That's beautiful, really beautiful.
Well, I support because we always go with a local guide. They are people from the community that they started to do this job, and we just support them to do, like, we give them energy, hands,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Oh,
But I know you're saying it's not you, and it is about community, and it is all about, I've spoken about with many people about this. Is it's the feeling of being one and not separation. But what I would like to say is, don't underestimate what you have created, because it's absolutely beautiful, incredible, and you're inspiring people. You're inspirational with what you've created, and with all the guides around you who love you. Sorry, I'm gonna start
thank
crying.
you so much. Yeah, I
But
get
it's
like sensitive. Thank
yeah,
you.
I've gone all goosebumpy and tingly as well. I do
Yeah.
that when the absolute truth is coming out from the heart, and it's a real heartfelt conversation that happens. So when you go out at night, then to protect the turtles, are you collecting the eggs? What's happening?
Mhm. Well, in Escobilla and in Ventanilla, there are like 2 turtle camps. They are they have the nest in a hatchery that is like a place protected from animals, dogs, and also for people. So they bury the nest right away that we find the turtle. We collect the nest. They are like usually 100 eggs in average per one turtle.
Sure.
So we collect them, we bury them in this hatchery, and then we wait. For example, in riddle species, it's 45 days that we have to wait until they hatch. So we release them, usually
Oh.
in the mornings,
Mm-hmm.
or if they are hatching during the afternoon, or we have to wait until the sunset.
Gorgeous. So, so the olive ridleys, are they the main turtle where the eggs come from, would you say?
But there are also two species more. For example, now that it's cold season here, more or less cold because it's just in the night it's fresh. But look,
I'm gonna say, yeah, really cold. Looks really cold.
yeah. Now they are nesting the green turtle. They call green or black turtle, and that they are like the most common ones. Also, with
Hmm.
like not that common as olive brittle because they are really really endangered. Together with the leatherback, the
Mm.
leatherback sea turtle is the biggest one in the world. It can length 2 meters long.
Wow.
So and they are like also super endangered. For
Yeah.
example, last year in Escobilla, I think we collected like um, almost 40, almost 40 nests of leatherback. Was amazing,
Really?
an
Wow.
amazing year because before we were collecting like 3 nests per year because they were not nesting so much here.
Mm-hmm.
And like in the season of 2020 and 2020, no, sorry, 2021 one.
21 and 22.
Exactly, that season. Thank you.
That's
That season was wow, amazing.
yeah.
Between Ventanilla and Escobilla, they collect like 60 nests,
Mm.
more or less. So
Wow.
it's an
And I would
amazing year.
just like to say, so full disclosure, I have had the pleasure to be in Waka, and I have had the pleasure of being with Beatriz and being on the night patrols. And I cannot tell you, there are no words how beautiful it is. With you feel the hearts of the energy from the turtles as they come out and they're laying, and the energy of the people around. It's beautiful, and to be able to help in such a gorgeous way that Beatriz has created, I can't. I'm thinking in Spanish. I can't recommend this beautiful experience enough, is what I'm trying to say. So I just felt it was really important because obviously I've been there, and I remember walking under the stars because there's no light pollution at all the night patrols, and with the waves crashing, and then watching those beautiful creatures coming out of the water, and and there's just the trust with all the guides around us. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm one of your biggest fans.
Thank you so much, Aline. In
That's
fact, the year that you came, yeah, is the year that we could see like these leatherbacks, amazing animals. It was amazing.
It was
Amazing.
incredible, but there weren't there weren't lots and lots. It was a real honor to be able to see the leatherbacks that we did. So going on from so you mentioned Escobilla. So there's 5 communities that you're working with at the moment, I understand. Can you tell us a little bit about
Uh-huh.
the other communities and the other
Uh-huh.
ecotourism opportunities and experiences?
Uh-huh. Yeah, all of them are in Oaxaca coast.
Mm-hmm.
So here we like it's amazing. There are many ecotourism projects, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we are working with 5 communities.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's in Morrayuta. Well, that is the beach. The community is called Rio Seco. Morrayuta and Escobilla are like very similar. They are like kind of far from each other,
Okay.
and both of them has this arribada nesting, and they are the 2 most important in the world. No, then
Can you tell us what
Ventanilla.
Arribada is, please?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The arribadas are like they are a phenomenon where thousands of and thousands of sea turtles come to nest at the same time, all together. They start talking together right in front of the beach, and suddenly they decide at some point to come out all together. No, like let's gather all babies. Yeah, we are ready. Go. And it's a matter of like yeah, survival. No,
Mhm.
so they do this, and in 5 nights, they can be more than 100, like 1,000, 100,000 sea turtles in just 3 to 5 nights.
100,000. Good, good
100.
grief. Wow. Lots of poachers to talk to.
For example, in one night, easily you can count like 50,000
Mm.
turtles, 75,000 turtles in just one night, in the biggest one,
75,000. So
in one night.
so when you know the Arabada's approaching, do you make sure that you have many, many more volunteers ready?
Well, we usually try to gather the volunteers because the volunteers are going to stay longer, like
Yeah.
they are going to stay. Now our program is for 11 days,
Oh, wow.
no?
Okay.
So we gather these volunteers for 11 days. So it's easily that manage to gather them in the right time,
Mm-hmm.
more or less. Of course, this is a natural phenomenon, can happen, cannot
Exactly.
happen,
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
be
There's
delayed.
no guarantees because nature does exactly what nature does. So yeah.
For example, the in 2021, we have a really cold season. So the arribadas were like doing things in a very irregular way.
Mm,
For example, in January, that they usually arrive, they didn't arrive that month because it was so cold for
mm,
them. So it's climate change
sure.
also.
Yeah.
Mhm. This year we had like very regular arribadas.
Mm-hmm.
I like it was like pretty good with the moon phenomenon because they are following the moon effect with the
Sure.
descendant moon.
Yeah.
They come with the descendant moon, so the babies will hatch during full moon, 45 days after.
Gorgeous. So they come when the
It's
moon is waxing. So it's waxing moon up to yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
what's
Gorgeous. So I was about to go off on one about planetary hours and the moon then, because but we'll talk more about the communities because the reason I was delighted to be there anyway, but for me as well, the moon means so much, and the moon tides, and obviously the moon dictates the way of the tides and the waves and just the beauty of the turtles listening to the moon and the whole feminine aspect of it, because I'm sure we're going so much more into the divine feminine, and in the world we're leaving behind this patriarchal system, but it's about balance. So it's not leaving the masculine behind. It's about bringing in the feminine as well. So there's lots of beautiful balance, and I really found with your with the experience, I felt that beautiful balance as well, because we were on the masculine side marching along the walk with the beach with the beautiful it was divine with the turtles coming out. So yeah, I could talk about this all night. How wonderful it is.
yeah, they are many experience.
So there's another experience I would love you to talk to us about, is an experience going to the jungle. Can you talk a little
Uh-huh.
bit about that?
Exactly. Like this is another community where we
Mm-hmm.
work. It's in Cozualtepec. um, they are carrying one jungle of 1,100 hectares, a bit more. They are 70 owners, where they have like an amazing biodiversity, and it's like I don't know exactly in English is
Okay.
the word micro weather. It's
Yeah,
like a
microweather,
micro.
microclimates. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Microclimates. Yeah.
So it's like everything could be dry surrounding the jungle, but
Yeah.
then you arrive there and it's evergreen.
Yeah.
The whole,
Gorgeous.
and they have many animals there. Cougars are some of them, ocelots,
Yeah.
deers, many wildlife that it's amazing because there are no cattle there, no? And there are many ticks too. So that means that that place is full of life,
Yes.
no?
Yeah. So
And I
just
am,
going. just to go back on what you said, because I just like to cover how beautiful this is. So there's 70 owners of this entire area, and none of it is used for any kind of any farming or anything at all. It's all beautifully well
They
cared
make
for between, yeah.
they make a natural reserve.
Mm-hmm.
So officially, this is a protected natural area. No.
Gorgeous. Protected natural area. Beautiful. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And they were doing this like without funds, just because they wanted that place, that many of the people that they are the owners, they born there.
Yeah.
So it's like
Wow.
they really love this place.
Mm. And they know it so
So
well as well. So are they the guides? Do they guide? Are they the guides in the jungle as well? Yeah. So they know everything about the jungle. Wow.
everything, like, also one amazing thing that they have is the traditional medicine. They have there a pharmacy, a whole pharmacy. This is for stomach ache, this is for diabetes, this is for, they have an amazing resource that they want to keep alive for the whole village. So anytime that someone needs any plant for a treatment and something, they just grab it for them. No, so it's
Amazing. So they just pop into the jungle. There you go. Here's your
exactly.
cure. Gorgeous.
And they have amazing results too.
Mm.
So mhm.
So that's in the jungle as well. And we were talking before, because I'd like to ask your opinion on a couple of things as well, which is in terms of sustainability and any advice you have for any of our listeners. But what I would really like to talk to you about is the other wonderful incentive that you're working on at the moment with the pollination project. And this is, I understand, teaching the children of the community about the environment. Could you talk to us a little bit more about that, please?
Well, we started to do some environmental workshops with, we started with the Ventanilla children, no? Children from Ventanilla.
Mm-hmm.
That is the other third community where we work. They protect a lagoon full of crocodiles and a biodiversity, mangroves, and so on.
Amazing.
So we wanted to give another step, just not doing like some workshops, like a few, like one time in a month.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to create a group that can start to lead their own conservation activities, that like environmental awareness campaigns, that they can lead these kind of things. So
Amazing.
we started to this project with them, and then we started another one in Ventanilla, and we are starting another one in Morrayuta. And they are a group of children
Of children,
that
yeah.
the children that they want to know more about environment, or know more about like how to keep the research and the community in a good condition, no?
Mm.
And in this project that it's funded too for the pollination project, we are focusing on hummingbirds.
Look behind me.
Yes. When I saw your background, I was like, oh,
It
she's
isn't
for me,
planned.
but
I
no.
have it. So
It's
that's
amazing.
absolutely gorgeous. So you're teaching the children, and there's an ongoing, it's like almost like a school, if you like, but a beautiful school about the environment, so they can respect their environment. And would you say it's, you're creating, I feel that you're creating the next generation to care for the environment, so they're understanding their surroundings, and then they can teach as well. Is that the incentive that's happening?
Uh-huh. We call them environmental brigades,
Oh,
and now
wow.
everyone is starting to have their own logo, their own name.
Oh,
No,
wonderful.
for example, in Ventanilla, they are the mangroves, because like that village is like full of mangroves.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, in Escovilla, they are called the crocodile turtles, like a mix.
Excellent.
They make a beautiful drawings about like mixing turtles with crocodiles,
Oh.
and it's their own signal, no? They animals.
Gorgeous. So you mentioned Ventanilla and the crocodiles, and this is another experience for ecotourism as well, isn't it? Could you tell us a little bit about Ventanilla as well, please?
Uh-huh. This community, I think, is one example for conservation in the whole Oaxaca, and I think for the like ecotourism led by community, it's also like an amazing sample, no?
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
have been working for almost 30 years right now.
30, did you say?
30, like from
30
19.
years. Wow.
They are in like 4 years they are making 30 years.
Wow.
So, and
That's
they
special.
started, yes, no, and the place is amazing. You know, well, they are protecting a lagoon full of mangroves. Like when you go there, you see a biodiversity of birds, a huge biodiversity of birds. But also, they started to make this lagoon like a place to recover the crocodiles population.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Oaxaca, they want that. They hate crocodiles because they are dangerous. And they say, no, if you know how to deal with crocodiles, they are like so nice and well, they are there and that's it, no?
Wow. So what's the benefits? I mean, obviously we love all animals, but what do in Ventanilla, what do the community there say that the crocodiles benefit the area?
Well, they started to see that, for example, to show to the people crocodiles, it's an amazing resource because they are slow, they can't be seen, you know,
Yeah.
and the people think that that is my fantastic for me. I love to see them because they
So do
are
I.
such an
Yeah.
amazing animals,
They're
strong.
incredible.
Uh-huh. So they started to see that the people like them, no, too. Of course, they were protecting their environment before because it was like, okay, let's stop exploiting it. Let's start um, be having another source of income. No,
Mm.
when I asked the people what did they have to change to start this project, no, or to keep this project going, they started to tell me, I stopped fishing, I stopped farming, I stopped, yeah, because they started to work on conservation, no?
They saw another way.
They are
Wow.
exactly, they are reforesting mangroves, they
Mm.
are, and you say, and at the end, of course, you need to feed your family, and you have to think ways. So they thought, okay, I prefer to protect my reserves and to show to the people and
Mm.
focus on that instead of doing another thing, you
Mm.
know.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
So and they have like all the mangroves now. Well, they are recovering because in June last year they suffered a hurricane. Nobody died. Like now that they know how to deal with it,
Mm.
it's not
Mm.
dangerous anymore.
Mm.
They
Good.
know exactly what time they are going to come.
Mm.
But it's true that the mangroves were super affected.
Mm.
When I reached there, I think I last 2 days because the road was like you couldn't go by car.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they were like super sad. I like for example, the representative of this cooperative. I saw him crying like an
Oh,
old guy that
yeah.
was working the whole life protecting
Mm.
that place. He was like so sad that I was crying too. Oh
Mm.
my God.
I can
Now
imagine.
it's
Yeah.
green again because at the end it's nature. Nature
Mm.
works for itself too. Like if you leave it, it will be recovered as well.
Absolutely. And
So
because
now it's
they're,
green again.
yeah, and because they're so kind and beautiful and wonderful to nature, that's why it all worked out for the best for them as well. I think that is incredibly, I keep using inspirational, but it is. Imagine that nearly 30 years ago, they said, right, that's it. We're not going to exploit nature or animals anymore, and this is what we're going to do. Now I feel like I'm gonna cry. It's just, oh, Wow, that's just gorgeous. And so you're obviously helping them by bringing volunteers, and the volunteers are helping the environment, and then the volunteers are also telling everybody else. So let's keep spreading the word, basically.
Yeah, and also like if anybody is coming to be here in Oaxaca or they come to, I always say, no, go to Ventanilla, and I always try to promote them in my
Yeah,
website, in my social networks. No, like if you are coming, go to Ventanilla, go to and all the other projects that I am working for. No, and
sure.
because
Yeah. Well, I'm
people have to see this,
Of course. Well, I'm going to make sure that everybody's got all your social media, the website details, so they can get in touch with you. But we haven't finished talking yet. It's just I feel, I mean, obviously I was there in Ventanilla, and it was absolutely incredible. The way they were looking after us, the way that we were welcome into the community, and all the beautiful food that was created for us every day, just on an open fire. Was absolutely incredible. So we've spoken about the jungle, we've spoken about Ventanilla, we've spoken about Escobilla, and we've spoken about the colibris, we've spoken about the hummingbirds. So is there anything else that you would like to share with us? I know you're a huge advocate for sustainability. So would you like to share anything with us in terms of how we can help the environment? How we can start making little steps to start helping the environment from where we are at the moment?
Well, there are many things that everybody can do, and I think most of us, we are aware of the things we need to change for the climate, for the nature, and so on. I like these things can come to my mom always, almost every day,
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I know that we have to work before starting something, it's to work on our mind, to discipline ourselves, to focus. No, because for
Mm-hmm.
example, I can say uh, eat less meat, for example, because of this the cow meat. They are the 15% of the pollution
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that goes
Yeah.
in the plant. There are many things like that. Also, like to avoid plastic and like this disposable everything that we use just one time and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a matter of first working in us and saying, I don't want this in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to buy this, or I'm going to stop eating this because, of course, no, like you are craving many times for any kind of food, or you are always eating when you know that it's not good for your body or for the planet. So first, work into yourself, and then start giving, no? Start
Yeah.
helping their
Yeah.
nature.
So
This is
first of
something that
all,
you can do
yeah.
in your life.
Brilliant. Thank you. I feel they're really wise words. Thank you. So first of all, we need to create that habit. We need to make that decision. And once we make that decision, we stick with that decision. And so, yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. So instead of saying, oh, well, we'll just do that today, it's like, no, you've said you're not going to do that. That's it now. Yeah. Yeah. And being almost
And
disciplined, would you say?
yeah, discipline, like controlling your mind,
Yeah.
controlling these things that I telling
Yeah.
like this demon that is always behind you. You want this? Buy a new computer, even if yours is working, no, because you are no.
Yeah.
It's like no, reuse it. You
Mm.
don't have to buy something new. It's
Get it
many
fixed.
small
Yeah.
things,
Mm.
many. But first, it's like first trying to think if you really want that, then when you control yourself, then you can start
Yeah, thank
working on
you.
it.
Yeah. And I feel it's really important because as well, it's said that it takes 21 days to change a habit. So what I would suggest for anybody who wants to change anything is give yourself those 21 days and just stick to it, and then see how easy it is afterwards. But obviously it's not preaching to people. It's, the world is changing so much, and we're all more and more naturally making decisions to be healthier. I mean, I've been vegan a number of years, but it was a decision that I made on my own. Nobody forced me. So that's what I feel is really important. When people, I remember when I said I was vegan, the amount of people said, you're not going to have enough of this, you're not going to have enough of this, and tried to talk me out of it. And then later said, actually, you've made me go vegetarian, but I didn't do anything. And I feel it's exactly what you're doing. It's when we make changes for ourselves, it influences other people. It's not saying to people, do this, do that. It's just, this is what I do. And then people say, oh, that's interesting. Could you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it. And, for example, how was this proceed for you, this change to be vegan, for example? It's
Incredible.
at the beginning, like you are like super, not just trying to remind yourself,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're digressing, but just very quickly, I was vegetarian anyway, and it was because of an allergy test that I had, and so I had to avoid certain things that I'd not really been wanting to have anyway. And then I ended up just thinking, well, I don't really enjoy it, and now I know what happens. I don't want any of that in my system. Thank you very much. So yeah, it was in the same way that you studied, you studied, and then you were looking for internships because you were so enamored with turtles and you were so passionate about that. In the same way that you put that out there to the universe, that's what came for you, and in the same way I was making changes to be healthier, that's what came for me. So I really believe, and what you say is so true, is once we make that decision. So would you say, do you have a meditation practice? Do you do any kind of meditation? I mean, the meditation is walking along the beach at night with the turtles, obviously. But
it's also a kind of, no?
Yeah, completely, because meditation could be in so many ways. Yeah.
Yeah, I started long ago. This is an habit that is not always in my daily life, but right now I am retaking it because you need that for
Yeah.
feel like just because of this I retook it maybe a month ago or something like that,
Amazing.
because I was like this, not
Yeah.
fighting against my mind, telling me that this is like, because of course not, like doing this project I have many times that everything is so hard because right now I am doing this alone. And yeah, sometimes it's like I cannot do it. I want to stop it. I want just to work for so I need to, like, meditation helps a lot to focus myself on this, like, what do you want? No, you don't want that. You want to keep working. You need that smile of the children every time that you do a work. So you need like these beautiful people that they are happy because they are people that they come volunteers, that admires their job, that they help them, that there is like this link between cultures. And it's so beautiful to see how people really is really grateful for both ways, both volunteers and communities. So it's like, no, I'm not going to abandon, but that sometimes I need some meditation helps a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, we're all human, and especially you've just said it. You're doing all of this on your own. So absolutely, and we do have to work on ourselves inside before we go out and face the world, I feel, as well. And again, I say, do not underestimate what you have created, because it's incredible. And there's so many people who will be listening to this who I know will want to meet you, who I know will want to come to Oaxaca. And, maybe I'm sure you'd be interested in collaboration as well. We can, if people want to collaborate with you, they can get in touch. Yes? So you're not doing it all on your own?
Yeah. In fact, I am looking for, like, of course, I have to first doing the first step, but I
Of
am
course.
working
Yeah.
on to bring people longer periods that they can help in the communities and also the
Oh,
projects and so on.
wonderful.
Like, I have some ideas going on, and but I'm not just ideas. I am really working on them.
No, I
But
know that
I
when you say ideas, you're doing that.
yeah. I'm doing it, but it's true that it needs some steps before that I am
Yeah.
doing right now.
Well, we can, if you would like to come back, we can talk when you've got a little bit more determined exactly what that's going to be. We can chat about it again, and we can share with everybody what that incentive is as well.
Yeah, completely. Yes, for sure.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Wonderful. So is there anything else that you would like to share with us? Anything that you feel really passionately in terms of, well, let's say about the community, for example? Is there anything with the communities that you're working with? Because I know when I was over, there was a recording team there. I won't mention from which company, but there was a recording team there, wasn't there? And did anything happen with that?
I think they were like the Italian one.
Yes.
This, yes. He posted it like a video
Yes.
of the interview and Ventanilla and Escobilla projects in their web page that was Keep the Planet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And some people contacted me and so on. Yeah, it was very
Wonderful.
beautiful. I posted in also.
Yeah.
I shared it.
Obviously I can't mention names, so yes. But if you want me, and is that on your website as well? Any information about that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So if you'd like to see what all that is about, then please do have a look on the website. I would just like to say thank you so much for all the wonderful work you do in the world. You massively are an inspiration, and the way you've inspired the communities, the way you've inspired who would have been poachers to change the way of looking at their life and being more, being more at one with nature. It's just so important, and just keeping Mother Earth and Gaia in such a beautiful way, and respecting and caring, because we're all here together, aren't we? We're not, there shouldn't be a hierarchy. I feel, we're all animals and humans. Is not that we should be this, and plants and nature. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for the wonderful work that you do. You are amazing.
Thank you so much to you, Aline. I am so happy to see you again because we talked many times after you leave,
Yeah,
but it's true that we didn't see each other.
I know,
Well,
it's
I see
amazing
you
to see you.
in Instagram all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we'll chat afterwards anyway. And I would love you to come back on again as well, please, and share more with us. And I will post everything so you can get in touch with Beatriz and speak about collaboration, speak about going on these incredible voluntary experiences. I absolutely recommend them. And also, if anybody would like to donate to any of the causes as well, that's possible to do as well. So I will post all the information. So thank you so much for being here, my gorgeous. Besos, besos, besos. Muchas gracias para ti en el mundo.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for you in
much
the
for
world.
listening, everybody, and thank you so much, Aline. Really, I was
Thank
so
you,
excited
gorgeous.
about this.
Yay, we did it. I wish you so many blessings with all that you're doing, and it's just incredible. Thank you for you. And we're
Hope
going
that
to go
everything
now.
goes fair.
Of course.